What's going on, everyone? Today, got an absolute banger of a tactic here for you guys. It is a Unai Emery inspired 4-2-3-1. I ended up testing it with Aston Villa as well as Bristol City and Swindon Town. Now, when it comes to Aston Villa with this 4-2-3-1, they won the lot. And I wasn't sure how it was going to perform at first, and you can kind of see up here league position-wise is a little bit shaky, but they grew into the tactic, ultimately winning the league, winning the Champions League, winning the FA Cup, and winning the Carabao Cup. I was very, very impressed with what this tactic did. This tactic, data-wise, gonna offer you a very, very well-rounded and well-balanced experience, both attacking and defensively as well. When it comes to player performances, we got Ali Watkins scoring 41 goals in all competitions. You got Pau Torres with 21 goals. Those will be from the set pieces, which you'll be able to download along with this tactic. I'll get to that in a few moments. Morgan Rogers with 15, Jacob Ramsey with 14. He really surprised me with how he played. And Leon Bailey with 10. Assist-wise, though, John McGinn with 25 assists off the right wing. He was unbelievable in this test. Yuri Tielemans with 16, Boubacar Kamara with 12, and Morgan Rogers with 10. But then we move on to the championship side. Bristol City, they won the championship on 102 points and won the FA Cup. A championship side winning the championship along with the FA Cup. That is absolutely fantastic. And once again, just like with Villa, it offers a very well-rounded experience, even for a side that's not really supposed to go on and win the championship, but obviously a side not supposed to win the FA Cup. And just like Villa, a couple different players with double-digit goals. You got Scott Twine with 22, Mayulu with 21, Sam Bell with 14, Jason Knight with 12, Sykes with 11, and then you've got Rob Dickey with 10. Assist-wise, you got Knight with 13, Bell with 11, and 3 players with 10. Mr. Naismith, Bird, as well as Twine. And then we get down to Swindon Town, who are not supposed to win Sky Bet League 2, but we got them to not only win Sky Bet League 2 on 114 points, but also they finished runners-up in the Bristol Street Motors Trophy, aka Papa John's Trophy. And just like the other two, very well balanced. They did concede the most per game out of the 3 sides, but also surprisingly scoring the most per game out of the 3 sides at 2.91. I was very surprised with that. Player production wise, we've got Shimanga, who's here on loan, with 27 goals, Harry Smith with 21, McGurk with 17, Hall with 15, Butterworth, what a name that is, 14 goals. We've got Drennan with 13. Assist wise, Butterworth 14 assists as well, Drennan with 13. You got George Cox with 12, Kane also at 12, Cotterill and Wright both with 11, and Kilkenny and Uwakwe, I believe is how you say it, with 10. So before we get into the FM tactics side of things, we're going to look at it on tactical board. This is how the 4-2-3-1 sets up. You have an advanced forward up top, inside forward on the left wing, inverted winger on the right wing, advanced playmaker at the 10 spot. Segundo Volante with a ball-winning midfielder. I absolutely love that duo there. Wingback with an inverted fullback on the right side. Ball-playing defender duo. And a sweeper keeper. Now, how this tactic kind of plays. It is inspired by Unai Emery. I also wanted to make it to where it is blending as much with the best player roles for the Aston Villa players as possible. And we saw that it worked very, very well. Especially the inverted winger, which is what Mr. John McGinn was playing a majority of the time. If he wasn't playing the inverted winger, he was the advanced playmaker or the segundo volante. And those 3 roles are absolutely fantastic. You have a late arriving playmaker that's also a ball winner in the segundo volante. The advanced playmaker, who's not only going to have assists, but also score goals. And the inverted winger. Now, I was contemplating playing a winger on this right side just so that they dictate the right side, which they still do, but they also will invert. Not necessarily like the inside forward will becoming like a secondary striker, but the inverted winger will definitely cut in as well. You have the advanced playmaker coming up, that segundo volante arriving late. You got that ball-winning midfielder. The wing back is going to be supplying the width on the left-hand side that is going to be left open by that inside forward cutting in. Then you have the ball-playing defender come up, ball-playing defender come up, and the inverted fullback come up, creating a back 3. So you do have a little bit of a gap out here on the right when the inverted winger obviously inverts or cuts inside. However, when it's not, it's kind of going to play like this. That is how you'll probably see a majority of the time, especially when your inverted winger is distributing the ball. They'll still cross from the byline area, but when they cut inside, you will probably see it a bit more like this, leaving a little bit of a gap out on the right side. But very potent attack, very balanced attack, and balanced defense as well. And now that leads us to the tactic itself on FM. Gormy's 4-2-3-1 Aston Villa Highway. That is the name of today's tactic. That is the tactical file name you'll be looking for in my Discord, which is where you can download the tactic from. I'll be linking my Discord down in the description. That is where you'll be able to download it from in the download section of the Discord. And if you don't have Discord, or if you're on console, please feel free, just copy on over all the player roles and instructions that you'll be seeing here momentarily. So for those that skip straight to the tactic, we have got an advanced forward on attack up top, inside forward on attack on the left wing, inverted winger on attack on the right wing, advanced playmaker on attack at the 10 spot, segundo volante on support in defense midfield with the ball winning midfielder on support, got a fullback on support on the left side, inverted fullback on defend on the right side, 2 ball playing defenders on defend, and a sweep keeper on defend. The advanced forward on attack only has dribble more added. The inside forward on attack on that left wing has crosses aimed at center and shoot more often. The inverted winger on attack has crosses aimed at center and shoot more often. The advanced playmaker on attack has crosses aimed at center, run from position, and move into channels. A segundo volante on support has dribble more, move into channels, and tackle harder. Ball winning midfielder on support has dribble more. The fullback on support has cross more often, cross from the byline, crosses aimed at center, dribble more, stay wider, and tackle harder. And the fullback on support is one of the more interchangeable roles within this tactic. You can also use a wingback on support, which is what I showcased on the tactical board a few moments ago, but you can also potentially, if you wish to do so, put it on a fullback on attack or even wingback on attack if you wish to do so. The inverted fullback on defend was left as is. Both ball playing defenders on defend have dribble more and tackle harder, and sweep keeper on defend had take fewer risks. The mentality of the tactic is a balanced mentality. I highly suggest starting with that, then bumping your way up to positive or attacking depending on how you are feeling with the tactic if you want to go a bit more aggressive. Now when we're in possession of the ball, we have standard attacking with underlap on the left and the right, looking for those underlapping runs from the segundo volante and the ball winning midfielder, as well as the advanced playmaker. We play out of the defense, then we have low crosses in the final third, work the ball into the box, standard passing directness, and slightly higher tempo. When in transition, we counter press and counter, distributing quickly to the fullbacks and center backs by rolling the ball out. And once out of possession, we have a high press line of engagement, a much higher defensive line, and more often trigger press. When it comes to the level of ability needed to play this sort of tactic or this sort of system, pretty much showcased it with testing. You can use it with anyone. We used it with a Villa, we used it with a Bristol City, as well as a Swindon Town, had big time success with all of them. So if you have the right players for the system, definitely give it a go. And when it comes to tactical tweaks, I already covered one of them with that fullback on support. You can have it as a fullback on attack, wingback on support, wingback on attack as well. Segundo volante, if you wish for them to be more attacking, go ahead, put them on attack. Only thing that will change is instructing them to get further forward. Or on this role, strictly just go on there, get further forward on the support role. It'll kind of operate a little bit the same, but with the advanced playmaker on attack, you can have that on support or attack as well. I suggest keeping it on attack though. And there we have it for today's tactic. If you did enjoy the tactic and wish to give it a go for yourself, once again, I'll be linking my Discord down below in the description. Is where you can download the tactic from within the download section on the Discord. And if you did enjoy today's video, please feel free, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing is 100% free, so when I hit the sub button, right now on the screen will be popping up some of my more recent videos if you wish to check those out. Now until next time everyone, have a good one. Bye-bye.